You're going to identify and see this truth about this spiritual leader that was trying to be dominating, blocking, doing spell work, corrupting people's minds. You can see they may even try to do spell work on you, on your work, to block you. Take this all as it resonates to cause you stress and conflict, so you wasn't able to be able to serve and able to be able to work. You're understanding people trying to dominate over your structures, being vindictive, even about your skills. They can see they try to even unalive you, this lover. You're understanding this truth. There was mental capacity of their mind blocked for mourning, lust and greed, spell work, manipulating, corrupting. High leaders, high places. You're taking this all as they're taking this. They could be taking something, partners, even businesses. You're seeing about these structures. You're gaining insight, it's spiritual insight about people's minds manipulating, corrupting. You're seeking this truth because it's that sabotage alert. Not every smile is safe. No. Eve, Vary, Ray, Miles is fake. They could be dying. Somebody could be dying. Daggers. Sarge. Somebody, a high official, Sarge, could be dying. It's always the says, that coat, Oates, Scott, scouts. They could be scouting. Somebody could be scouting you, your skills, watching you. You can seek in that truth. You can see it's like you got rule, dominion. They can see it's your power and your growth. Take this all as it resonates. Always leave the rest for the best, because it's that key to that abyss. They were at that bottomless pit. Now they can see they self-sabotage themselves. They was on that low dense energies, because it's that octave. You can see it's that increased heightened sensitivity. They're feeling those emotions. It's that transformative state. You have to gain those skills, because it's like that feel, even like a psychological, geological features, distracting, notable, physical characteristics, even of the Earth's surface. You're seeing its substances, fundamental. You're looking at that tectonic movements, volcanic erosions, towing mountains, vast oceans. It's rigid. You could be seeking this truth about these things. It's overseas, understanding about these high rulers. You can see it's the rocks and the crystals, it's deep ocean floors, plunging in overwhelming depths, the underworld. You can see it's catastrophic situations, avoid. You're seeing that difference, the distance in a situation, depression, and it's that deep ocean level, stress. You can see deep ocean level in that hangman position, 4,000, about home, structure, stability, connecting to your ancestors. You're seeking this truth about these habits and that emotional factor, when you have to release those emotions, stand in that feminine, masculine energy. You're seeking that conscious mind. It's spiritual insight. You're connecting 6,000 to those partners, those choices, those corporations, those understanding about those lovers who you was working with in that, providing that service to in that home. 10, in your heart, in your home, in your mind, you can see what you inherited from family, father figures, ancestors, connecting. It was me as 13,000. They could be having a spiritual death. You had this creative skills, understanding to be able to speak. You was a high priestess, magician. You was a leader. You was our own leader. You looked at those firm structures. 13,020. You can see judgment. You was that divine judgment. It's that feat, even removal of that darkness. 15, when they had these illusions, confusions, that ego, materialistic mindset. It was testing vast, even unsearchable depths of your heart, your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, psychological, mental, emotional structures, factors. Those divine feminines and masculines, they were spiritually and mentally blocked, systematically approached. Lust, greed, money. You can see that understanding that truths, what they inherited. That's because when you grow up and you didn't really have that, and you had stress and conflict, people manipulating, causing, they weren't connecting, because you can see it was like social structures, what they was relying on, who they was obtaining, and it was that divine confronting fear and ego. You can see it's a spiritual awakening they are obtaining, because it was decisive settings, it was setting disputes, even defensively, even determining on an outcome. It was quick choices, confidently events, it was actions, or even piece of evidence, a conclusive, unsubmissible, binding, Saturn, low energy for lust, greed. You can see those karmic cycles. They was on that final manifestation. They lack balance and understanding. You can see you had to accept, now they're having that regrowth. because it was that effort. You can see it was towards success, and it's developing. Now they're looking towards you and honoring you. It's that karmic cycle. You can see it's that sudden change. Fire, sign, energetic, it all as it resonates, that willpower, that karmic wheel turning, because it's nations, even opposed, looking back. They're looking back towards you. You could be looking back towards them, because they can see they may want to send you a flirty text. Covering the eyes, cover me the right hand, and it's eliminating the destruction. It's achieving that deep focus. You can see it was all in divine timing, so you may have to wait for divine timing, because it's balanced divine. Your spiritual guides, your ancestors, your guardian angels, you can see they're moving you towards the hopes and wishes, evolving. Those divine feminines and masculines, you can see it's that sudden change, because it's retribution, punishment inflicted as vengeance for even a wrongdoing, offense, or a crime, getting even, an eye for an eye. You see that 8, 16, those family members and friends, those partners, choices that they was making, who they was serving. You can see what they inherited, sin. Now they're critically thinking, they're anxious now, stress, because even looking at penalty, justly deserve legal, moral, even physical prison, an imposition, even of a penalty for harmful acts. It's divine retribution, punishment, infactual. You see, it's that divine higher cosmic power, consequences to sin. It's that crime, even payback. Those divine feminines and masters, they're getting payback. That transformative, the dark night of the soul. They're having that spiritual awakening. They need that strength, that tenacity, because they're getting that worry. They could be in their mind worrying now, or because they have these illusions, confusions, covering their eyes and covering that right hand now, because all of a sudden they can see that destruction. It's deep, profound, and it's unearned favor. Those divine feminines and masculines complaining, destruction and dissatisfaction, annoyance, unhappiness about a situation, a service, or even a consideration, communication, even pointing out something wrong, even to state the presence of pain, even discomfort and hope. It's receiving sympathy, because they need your strength. This could be a gent. She, the gent. You can see you've got that authority, you've got that creative skills, that cause. Now they see those indirect causes about those lovers, because of their mindset, running for lust and greed, obsessions, manipulating on karmic cycles, same patterns, round and round and round they go, because who was corrupting lies, not standing in their truth, not trusting their gut feeling, because it's that script, predetermined plan, written manifestation, divine to align your thoughts with your goals. It's destiny. That's when you know, when you're writing out, you're speaking this truth, you're standing within that power, you're creatively manifesting. It's that destiny, it's divine guidance, it's personal empowerment from the spiritual guides, guiding you, protecting you from heartache, hurt and pain, from people causing you stress, letting you release these emotions, let go. These family members, these friends, these divine feminines, these masculines, they was on that karmic loop. Now they want to fly past. They had to release. It was all divinely guided. Yes, they hurt you. What did you learn from those lessons? Because you've been learning. They didn't have psychological, their mindset, lack compassion, didn't have no heart, weren't standing in that truth. They were spiritually blinded. They had all these secrets. You can see you're getting that higher powers, even that birthright from your casket records. You had this divinely guided towards you. It's surrendering to the divine plan. Flipping of the script. It was unexpected, divine, broke through. It was replacing hardships. So the divine masculine, they are in these hardships now, because they can see that unearned favor. You had this polish, you was just moving forward, you're connected to that divine, because it was that omniscience. Now they're having this spiritual awakening. 12, because of that systematic approach. Eye, third eye, it's that Mercury, the flying across that loop in the head, in the mind, in the thoughts, in the thinking. Jupiter and Mars, they can see about the actions that they took. That third eye activated, open. It's reclaiming your mind. Hyphen, they're getting higher awareness, evolving, growing, looking, connecting. High priestess, trusting their gut feeling, that love, that unbalancing. Well, there was unbalance. Take this all as it resonates. It was unbalancing those emotions. You could see they're finding that moral compass. They could be learning. They could be seeking wisdom from you. They could have a social awareness. They could be seeking, communicating our computers and finding information, listening and seeking that truth. You could be standing that truth. Take this all as it resonates, because it's open your intentions and intuitions. 2-9, standing and speaking your truth. They're balancing. You can see that love, awareness, growing, that truth, inner standing. They was in that lower mind, family, friends, communicating to them. They was blocked. It was about money, lust and greed. They wanted to be able to accomplish. Our people seen them authority in the world. Now they're in a standing, bridging those gaps. 3-5 because of their mindset, and it's spiritual evolution. They're in a standing, that truth. Because I see you use a card like hopes and wishes. 7, they could see that truth, that celestial keeper, use that gatekeeper, standing in that truth, that true divine feminine, masculine. They could be looking back towards you. Those around close enemies. 3, 6, 9, the truth, spiritual, protector, G-mental structures, programming, communities, people. You're gaining that introspection. You're like in hermit, getting guidance. They're watching you, social awareness of you. 11, honoring you. Take this all as it resonates. You start interconnecting. They was rebelling. It's because you was original. They connected. It's your omniscience, that omnipresence. It's love. This is real, 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 real love. Because you see that emotional challenge that they had hold it with inside of them. You have the old world in your hand. They're resolving these issues. You're seeking this truth. Balance. There was on that karmic cycle. 12. They're connecting. The I am thinking. Because they was acting, they see the action that they was aggressive and controlling, manipulative. They're trying to balance those emotions. You can see they may be wanting forgiveness now because it's polished. 36 could be significant. 29, 7, 3, Gemini 6, Virgo 2, Taurus 9, Sagittarius 7, Libra could be significant because it's that transformation, growing. It's that spiritual growth. It's that interconnected, asking God to grant serenity to accept things that cannot change, turning those conflicts into those opportunities for that growth. They can see it's fueling, even that journey together. They could be running. They was conning people, lies that you was working with, communicating. Now you can see it's that truth and justice. They may need to be able to go law, police. Police could be getting called to that home because they are arguing in that home. You can see them at justice maybe taking place because they've got to go to court. You understand about those family members and friends. Close enemies who's got a social awareness of you. It's because you're original. You're standing, you're speaking this truth about people, family members, friends, cross seas. You've got ethical, moral compass. They didn't have spiritual compass the way you did. Those close enemies, they was on that same dry karmic pattern. Stuck, blocked, lost in their soul. You can see Libra energy. Because they didn't have that diplomacy, those skills, that spiritual skills. Your essence, that truth, they wasn't fairness. And standing with that love, it's your beauty. So they're having conflicts because they was conning people. Take this all as it resonates. They could be having fits. They thought they was slick. When they were speaking these lies, they knew they was working with them. When they was out, you can see when they was serving other people, you will have that evidence because you was evolving. You can see you looked at the elevator, the evidence to communicate. You seen you looked, you was legit. You was quirky, quick speaking. You was caring, nurturing, providing, supporting the service to the collective. You're gaining that truth. Those family members and friends can't stand that. You're evolving, you're growing. You had to listen. They was in low minds. You got to that higher mind, evolving. You got that insight. It was like you could run a over those petals, those 44. You could see it was that gift bestowed upon you from the divine. It was a divine gift. That pour, you got in tune. You listened to that spirit. United. Even those communities. You're collectively helping communities. Those divine feminines and masculines unite. Even the G-mental structures, the way they program people to stuck and stop, so you're having stress and conflict. And you got to help and go to these services, all these doctors feeding you with pills. You see, even with revival, you revealed that veil. You seen Viv, Val. You connected to that divine because it was that commitment. Come to me. Somebody could be doing a come to you spell. They could have been doing come to me spells, blocking people, causing illusions, their mindset, what was meant to do. It meant to me. They don't know what that meant to me, that relationship, because now they're growing, now they're understanding. You was connected to your spiritual guides. Your ancestors gave you that understanding, trust, you got feelings. It was their values, their mindset was towards money. They didn't have spiritual, mental, emotional compass. nose starts itching, because they was flighting, detached, insecurity. You had this intelligence. It's you speaking. They was programmed. Take this all as it resonates, because now they're looking at that memory transforming. They want to be able to come and commit. They're having this memory towards you. Take this all as it resonates. Me, or Roy, Mary. It's that treasure, every shared memory. It's shining like those jewels. Sees well. They was jealous of you, those family members and those friends in that community. You're seeking this truth. Who they was that didn't have no harmony in that home. They're having stress because who they committed to, they're connecting to that heart, their head. They could see there was like these illusions, their habits for money, lust and greed. 12, 24, they connect. 12, 14, it's that balance, it's revival, reveal. The relationship brings that deep understanding, it's that love. They sabotage themselves. 8, because illusions, now they're having a tower moment. 16, take this all as it resonates. In love with a big thing, bigger thing. So you was in love with a bigger thing, connecting, creatively speaking, enabling that truth, that foundation, that heart, ancestors. You see in the cosmos, you encompass these emotions. You see it was about stability. They was doing it for stability, determined to block you. You was loyal. You was royal. It's in your DNA. Exodus, because you knew it was that movement of Yuja people connected, transforming, enabling people to transform those corrupted spirits. You can see they was doing spell work, those family members and those friends on that masculine, on you, to block you. Most probably doing that come to me spell, cause you worry, stress in that mindset. Water from that rock to cause you stress in that mindset. It was that divine providence, it's spiritual refreshment, and that grace, compassion, love. Moses, those divine feminines and masculines, the collective, they be throwing the rock in that desert, causing life-sustaining water to grow and gush out, release those emotions, let go, because they're stressed. You can see it's that truth, and it's sustaining that water. It's continuously awakening that love, emotions. Now they see as that rock, the treasure. They can see it's that chest. You was that spiritual nourishment, love, duality, that partnership, that oneness, living water, love, joy to those divine feminines and masculines, in love with a bigger thing. So now they can see they're in love with a bigger thing. You are that bigger thing, that divinely guided gift towards them. So this one, and it's Vatava, and you shall love. Detromoni 65, you can see those services, you can see those companies, those corporations. 5, institutionalize those leaders, blocking you. You can see, so you're not evolving, you was original, you had these skills to be able to speak that truth, you was passionate, caring, providing, supporting, assisting. You can see he was like a practitioner, giving people that higher mind. Even overseas, looking at religion, laws, how other people see you, family, friends, when getting them out that mindset, you can see it's that pattern. Karmic patterns, you're analysing to be able to understand situations. We see when the people put up blocking you for that moon illusions, you're seeing these secrets. Shima, it was loving you with all their heart. Those divine feminines, masculines, they was lying, hiding. Now see, they're making that decision, they're growing, awakening that spirit, that love, its values, principles, behaviors, actions, decisions, judgment, even for their actions, life, work, social, societal, teaching, down to kids, youngers. You can see what was bestowed upon you. Even the ancestors, the forefathers didn't listen. I told you. Shock of awakening. Those divine feminines and masculines be seeing you. It's reality going beyond the veil. Told you the veil's lifting. It's that society programming, that shift. It's political, constructed minds. You can see corrupted from going prison. You're seeing that truth, destiny, their inner standing, learning, higher learning, philosophical wisdom, interconnecting with that divine. It's that oneness, that omniscience, that omnipresence of all. It's that feeling, even angry, mad, upset. Those divine feminines, masculines, they be still asleep. So they were sleeping because they had illusions, confusions, because emotional, mental factors of their mind. Just get some letters. God, I swear this has been like nearly more than an hour. And if it is, it's got to go in 3 pieces. So if it does, you know why? Because you was that benevolent one. It's that omniscience, that presence. You see, it was DJ. Could be significant. That follow, your flow. That vow. Dove. Could be significant. Go. could have been about dough, money, TV, programming, HIV, could be significant illnesses, sick, should be seeking this truth. Someone could be getting ill from HIV, BV, FBI, you can seek this truth because people are in social awareness, justice, political justice, mental justice, you're seeking this truth. T, Theo, Thor, Vi, Joe, Bio, that biological, what was instructed inside them. FBI got TH, HIV, give, go, to, worth, waff, doff, dove, somebody could go up the dove, bow, they're getting that bow, you can seek that truth, that vowel, void, those in that void, that mental capacity to their mind. Take this all as it resonates. They try to make you be in that void, these G mental structures. With, go with FBI. Somebody could go with FBI, what the backside. Dot, you're connecting the dots. Dotting. Hot, it could be hot. What? Take this all as it resonates. G, F, D, Q, B, T, V, H, I, O, J, W. Why?